All right, hello again. I'm going to be here talking to you about type 2 equations and how to solve them. And so this type here, instead of having your variable up in the exponent, the variable is in the base. Okay, now this is very typical to how we solve equations in that we're going to be undoing operations, we're going to be using inverse operations, and we're following really the backwards order of operations, right? And so what we're going to try and do is just eliminate all this stuff around the x over here on the left-hand side and see if we can't isolate x. And not only isolate it, but can we get x to the first power, right? What is kind of make the equation become more clear as to what x equals. So first step here is going to be subtraction, right? Obviously, we get rid of the addition subtraction first. We now move on to the multiplication and division. So this gives me 8, and I can divide by 2 to get rid of that 2. Giving me x minus 4 to the negative 2/3 equals 4. Now, here comes the new part, right? Now we're going to try and get rid of this exponent. This exponent has 3 operations with it, as we learned, right? It's got flipping, it's got squaring, it's got the cubed root. Well, we're going to undo all 3 of those operations at once. That negative that flips, how do we get rid of it? Well, raise it to another negative. If you flip it once, flip it again, and you're back to where you started. All right. How do we get rid of a power of 2? Well, we take a square root. Well, with an exponent, a square root means the 2 should be in the denominator. And then how do we get rid of this third power right here? Because this is supposed to be a 3. How do we get rid of that third root? Raise it to the third power. Now, when we multiply those exponents together on the left, they're going to cancel out and just become 1, right? By raising to the reciprocal power, these exponents multiply, and we're just going to get x minus 4 to the first. Real nice and easy. We get rid of all of those operations, the flipping, the squaring, the cubed rooting, by raising to that reciprocal power. All right? The exponent disappears over there. Here we can luckily square root. Of course, square rooting gives you 2. Third power gives you 8. The negative gives you 1/8. Now all we have to do is add 4 to both sides of the equation. And we get x is equal to 4 1/8, or we could say 33/8 if we need. All right? Good. So that's it. You should plug it in to check it out to make sure it works. It will work. Only thing you have to worry about sometimes is a negative. However, if this is a cubed root, we know this is not going to end up being a negative. But it's always good to check your work at the end. Plug it in, see if it makes it true. So that is the second type of equation. When you have your variable in the base, not up in the exponent like we had yesterday, right? The variable started out in the base here. What did we do? We just solved directly. Subtract 3, divide by 2. How do we get rid of the exponent? Raise both sides to the reciprocal power. Make sure you simplify. As we did here, simplifying the 4 raised to the negative 2/3 is 1/8. Add 4 and you are finished. There we go. That's solving the second type of exponential equation that I'm going to give you. Hope you guys are able to do well on the homework, all right? Thanks for watching. Bye.